Hey guys, welcome back to Indirect Knowledge. This is Chandra, and today we have a reading for M. And so M, she asked that I not use her real name. She's got a rather unique name, and so just for privacy concerns and all, we'll just be calling her M today. Um, but she wants to know what's coming up for her love life, and so that's what we're gonna try and find out here. So let's see what we got. Just focusing on the question now. It's been a very psychic day here in Michigan. We've got like a combination of snow and ice. It's April the 20th right now. It's a combination of snow and ice. It's been coming down most of the day. I've been up really early. But just a lot of unique things, like serendipitous type things have happened today. So it's a rather auspicious day for doing readings. So let's go ahead and do one for M. Cut the cards here. So we'll do a 7-card reading for this. So just like I've explained on other videos, the 7-card reading that I use particularly is I like to look at the past, the present, and the near future. Near future is usually my calibrations about 3 months out. Then we start to look and see what the answer is to the situation, like what the answer is to the outcome, like what do we need in other words, what are the influences around the outcome basically. Then we look at the energy and stuff around the current situation. We look at where the person is, kind of their mental, their psychology, that type of thing. And then finally we come to the outcome. And then based on the outcome and all, we can really look and derive some more answers from the answer card. So let's get going. So the first card is the past. And so this is going to give us an indication of some of the different past things that have happened in M's life, maybe with regard to relationships. And let's just see what the cards have to say. So, first card we have. So we have the 5 of Wands. Okay. Now the 5 of Wands, oftentimes when this particular card comes up in a spread, many times it's when I'm doing some kind of a money or business related type, or maybe even a career. So it's usually more to do with that type of thing. When we think of wands, we think of those fiery wands, and the wands, they really do indicate action, or they indicate some kind of fruitive activity. And so in this particular case, the 5 of Wands, you can see in numerology, 5s are all about change. So things have been changed up quite a lot. But you also see, like, in this particular card, you see 5 people. They're all kind of duking it out with their wands. Each one of them is dressed differently. And so what this is telling us is that it's a lot of different forces coming together to kind of battle it out. So the key in this type of a situation is to kind of stand your ground, be firm, be resolute, and just keep on going, and until the others kind of give up, more or less. And so that's sort of what we have here with regards to relationships and that kind of thing. It's kind of like standing our own ground, being our own person, and not really giving in to others. And so that's kind of the past and where we're at. As far as the current present situation and all, we have the Queen of Pentacles. Okay? Pentacles, that's an earth sign. It's kind of like if your zodiac sign is like Capricorn or Virgo or Taurus. These are all earth signs in the zodiac. And the Queen of Pentacles in particular is, this is a woman, a queen, that doesn't really have to go out and say a lot in order to receive a lot, in order to get people to kind of do her bidding, that kind of thing. But she's very grounded. She doesn't have anything to worry about. Her position is pretty much fixed. Pretty much a stable situation, a good situation. And so that's kind of where M is at right now in her life. It's not bad. And so looking at about 3 months out or so, just kind of getting a calibration. And again, this is not 100% like 3 months out. Once I see the card, I can actually tend to get a better indication of the time based on the heaviness of the energy. Okay, so we have the Five of Swords. So not only do we have the Five of Wands in the past, we now have the Five of Swords in the near future. So it's sort of like the past repeating itself. And in this particular instance, the Five of Swords, swords are about conflict usually, but it's mostly mental conflict. It's the things in our mind. It's the thoughts that kind of run rampant. But five's again about change. And in this particular card, you can see that kind of the victor here has a couple of swords. He's picking up some swords. And the defeated are kind of just going away and just not really paying him much mind. You see kind of this smirk on this person's face, but in the reality of things, sometimes this card is one of the sort of indicates that we can actually sometimes win and still lose. And so that's really what this card is all about. We can be victorious and we can win the mind game of others. We can be persuasive, we can be influential, we can have all these things going for us. We can be in a good situation. Everything is fine and dandy. But still feel like a loser or still have a feeling of loss at the end of the day. And essentially that's what this card is really all about. So in the near future and I'm getting about 4 months when I'm looking at this card is about where this is coming into play at. So it's not quite, it's a little longer than 3 months out. I'm going to say about 3.5 to 4 months out. 5 months is relatively close to. So anywhere from 4 to 5 months, I'm going to say, is when this here starts to kind of come back around. So like with regard to relationships, and in this particular case, it's a relationship question that we're asking. So in this particular reading, we're talking about relationships, and in particular, it's sort of this thing of like coming out on top in the relationship. So there's a lot of different scenarios that kind of work with this. One example would be like someone that's in a relationship with someone maybe for the wrong reasons. Maybe that person's providing some kind of financial support, or that person makes them look good to family members, or there's just a whole litany of different things or different reasons why someone might be with someone. And so, but then, things kind of go a little sideways, and then but because you have the upper position, or you're in the better situation, or you tell that person to kick rocks, or to, go leave you alone, or this, that, and the other. And so for whatever reasons, you end up winning. It could be like in a divorce situation where one person gets like all the other person's stuff, and, you're like, ha ha, I got everything. You didn't get anything, ha ha ha. But in the reality of things, by ascertaining everything, you may have really not come out on top after all. Maybe that person's stuff is, stuff that's really not that desirable, or it's something that really causes you some missed opportunities later on that you didn't know about, these kind of things. That's what this card is really all about. So the caution here is when we're looking about 4 months out, you need to be a little careful with just the relationships that we have with people. If it's not about equality, or if it's not about just, doing the right thing by people and just kind of having a good mindset with things, then that might be something that you would want to kind of more or less stay away from. Okay. So let's look at the answer card. Now the answer card, very nice. It's the moon. It's a very hypnotic card, very hypnotizing card here, the moon. And if you look, there's a tame dog and there's a wild wolf, and they are both barking at the moon, both of them. So the moon has that effect on people. It doesn't matter how sane or insane you are. It still tends to have that maddening effect. It's a very psychic card in the sense that, mysterious, and there's a lot of mystery and things that happen in the night, and this is where, bedtime stories happen for children, and so their minds get lost in wonderment and stuff. And, the moon is just really one of those kind of cards. It's about the mysteries and the unknowns and things on that end. So we just have to, we'll look at the answer in more detail when we get to the outcome. So let's look now and find out what the energy is surrounding the Queen of Pentacles. That's this power play position. This is the influence card where we're in good situation, we're grounded, things are going well for us, and we're pretty much on top of the world. But when it comes down to it and stuff, what is really the energy around this? Like, what's really going on? Oh, okay. And we have the devil. The Devil card. That's a card that a lot of people in readings don't really want. Okay, but the Devil isn't necessarily a horrible card. It's just a lot of times when this card shows up in a reading and all, it's about addictions or things that mentally we don't really think we have much control over, even though in reality we have a lot of control over them. Case in point, you know, if you're a smoker, you can choose one day to stop smoking, but when you're smoking and stuff and you have that addiction and all that kind of thing, you may not feel like you have the power to be able to quit the addiction. But the Devil is telling us, yeah, you always have the power, but you know, it's up to you to really take the chain off around your neck. And notice those chains are not that tight around these two people's neck. So a lot of times that's got to do with addictions and things, but really it's about, oh, I don't know what I'm picking up here. It's very interesting. Huh. I'm going to save that. It's a little bit personal, maybe. We'll just keep moving forward on this spread, and maybe some more things will come to me here. So we have the Queen of Pentacles there. We have the Devil card, and the Devil is just about like feeling the sense of, you know, we like the enjoyments of life, let's just say that. And so that's kind of where the mindset is and all, even though we're grounded, we're in a good situation. Sometimes when you're in too good of a situation and all, you can afford some of the things that maybe you shouldn't be affording, if you know what I mean. But anyway, so going forward, let's look at really the attitude, where the mindset and things are. Okay, very nice. We have the Page of Swords. Okay. Yeah, pages are all about messages. So we get a lot of messages from the pages. Pages are very very intuitive, and they're younger energy and stuff, but they can pick up on things that a lot of other people cannot. A lot of the other court cards just really simply can't. And so this is, swords are about mental. Like, we're seeing a little bit of that here. In the near future, we have that Five of Swords that we talked about a little bit ago. Now we have the Page of Swords, which is a message of sometimes we have to cut things out of our life, you know, and that's what that sword's all about, is the Page of Swords is saying sometimes you have to, we're thinking, you know, we have to let go of some things. And that Devil really is a little telling there too. So let go of some of the things that are hindering us and that are holding us back. That's the advice the card has given us. And then finally, okay, M, we get to the outcome. Oh, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful outcome. Wonderful outcome. We have the Nine of Cups. How fortunate are you? This is the wish-fulfilling card here. This is all your wishes are fulfilled. And you look at that curtain behind him, we don't know what's behind there, but it's basically whatever you want it to be is yours. Of course, we have cups, which are all about relationships. So what is this telling you? Oh, well, now we can really look at this answer card right here. Whatever you want, you can have. And it looks like what you're wanting is something that's a little exciting, a little bit mysterious. Looks like you're living a pretty grounded life right now, but it looks like you have like kind of two sides to your nature. One side is this grounded side of knowing that you're okay, you're well off, things are fine for you as far as the finances and the home and the life and everything like that. But then there's this other side of you that's yearning for a little excitement, yearning to get out there and bark at the moon, go a little crazy. Got the Devil there and stuff, so you know, it's that wild child inside of us that sometimes, you know, holds us back, gets us in a little trouble. But we're not, it's kind of like with this reading, you're not really too concerned about it because you're in a good situation. So regardless if you go out every now and then and have a little fun or do your thing, you still got that groundedness and everything that's going on now. You still seem to always come out on top no matter what your situation is. And at the end of the day, whatever you want is yours. So I can't always give people such great readings and all, but yours is actually pretty much, as they say, the cat's in the bag. I think that's what they say. But anyway, yeah, so your wishes are fulfilled. whatever you're wanting in a relationship, whatever it is that you're desiring, and the cards seem to think that it's sort of that wild child wanting to come out. It is it's definitely yours to be had. So that's the reading. And I mean, all the cards kind of more or less emulate that, kind of lead in that fact. And once you got the wish card, well, that was just sort of like the final, yes, this is what it is. And what else can we say on it? Thank you, Em, so much for giving me the opportunity to read for you. And of course, you are welcome to please subscribe to the channel, and as well as anyone else watching the video, please subscribe to our channel here. And also, if you want, click that bell icon below. That will get you the notifications on your smartphone or tablet or your laptop or your desktop or whatever you want to do, so that you always know that you know, when we're doing more videos and that kind of thing, and you can watch them at your convenience. That's the nice thing about YouTube. You can always come back and watch these videos whenever you like. We just give you a little notification and say, hey, we're alive, we're here, we're doing what we do, and all is really good. All the supporters of this channel and stuff, I do thank you very much. It's always, you guys are the reasons that I'm able to do this, and yeah, I just want to say very much thanks for all the positive feedback and all the great compliments and all the help that other people have been giving and stuff like that. That's really the reason I do this, is to really just help people and share my gift. And that's pretty much it. So if you guys have any questions, please reach out to me. Em, as your tarot coach, I'm always here for you. If you have any questions, concerns, need any other advice or anything like that, please reach out to me. And I will see you all on the next video. Have a wonderful day, everyone.